I feel compelled to set down this account while my memory still permits it. We came to Antarctica as men of science, geologists, biologists, surveyors and scholars from Miskatonic University, believing the frozen continent to be little more than another frontier awaiting study and classification, beyond the limits of all reasonable geography.
Dyer, the formations we observed during the aerial passes are unlike anything I have encountered in 20 years of geological fieldwork. These mountains are not merely abnormal in height, though Atwood's calculations place several of the peaks well above 30,000 feet, but structurally inconsistent with any known tectonic activity in this region.
Then we proceed carefully, Lake. Extraordinary formations do not necessarily imply extraordinary conclusions. Antarctica remains one of the least understood regions on Earth.
Well, whatever caused those formations, it certainly wasn't ordinary erosion.
I intend to establish a temporary forward camp near the foothills. We'll conduct borings, seismic examinations, stratigraphic sampling, and controlled excavation. If there is a buried formation beneath that ice, volcanic, sedimentary, or otherwise, we may uncover evidence of an entirely unknown prehistoric ecosystem.
Very well, Lake. Provided we proceed methodically and without unnecessary risk. If these formations are as anomalous as you believe, then a controlled investigation is certainly warranted. But I want clear documentation of every sample, every survey, every excavation layer. We are scientists, not treasure hunters.
Keep at it, we need to go deeper.
Found something down here.
Hold the lantern steady.
Lake, come quick! We found something!
God, look at that! Impossible.
I repeat.
Good God, I don't believe it. Extraordinary. Amazing. It leads straight through the mountains. We've uncovered something extraordinary. Not merely fossils, preserved biological specimens unlike anything presently known to science. And that is not the most remarkable part.
Lake, slow down a moment. Preserved specimens? In what condition exactly? Mineralized remains are one thing, but intact biological structures in that environment would be highly irregular.
We have also recovered several carved stone tablets buried near the excavation. The markings upon them appear astronomical in nature. At first I believed them decorative, but the patterns correspond to identifiable stellar formations. They form a sequence, almost a directional chart.
A directional chart, you say? Leading where exactly?
Dyer, I believe these markings are indicating a route farther into the mountain range. I'm going to take the plane first thing in the morning to survey the area.
Very well, Lake. But I want that aircraft kept within reasonable range of the camp. And I expect scheduled wireless reports at regular intervals. Those mountains are still completely uncharted territory.
Will do. But if those tablets are indicating what I believe they are, then we may be standing at the threshold of the most significant paleontological discovery in human history.
If the weather begins to turn, you come back immediately. No discovery is worth risking your life over.
You have my word.
Transmission complete.
You and I will keep watch over the wireless in shifts. If Lake attempts contact, I want someone at that set immediately.
Certainly, Professor. I admit I'm quite curious to see what comes of all this. I've never seen Lake so animated before.
I must confess I am as well. But let's hope he doesn't do anything reckless.
We found something extraordinary. Impossible geometry. Dear God.
Professor Lake, come in, Lake. Lake, this is Cliff at the forward camp. Do you read? Over. Miskatonic Base, this is Cliff at the lake camp. Do you copy? Over.
Yes, this is Danforth at Miskatonic Base. Go ahead, Cliff. Over.
Danforth, this is Cliff at Lake's camp. Professor Lake took the aircraft out shortly after dawn, heading southwest over the mountains. He checked in around midday, but the signal was poor, mostly static. I could only make out fragments about extraordinary formations before the wireless went dead. He's missed 2 scheduled reports since then. Over.
Very well, Cliff. I'll speak with Dyer immediately. Keep the wireless open and report anything you hear. Over. Professor Dyer, we've lost contact with Lake. Cliff received a transmission from him around midday, but the signal was badly distorted.
It would appear my fears were not entirely unfounded. Lake has always possessed an unfortunate tendency to pursue discovery beyond the limits of caution, and those mountains are still wholly uncharted. We'll take the aircraft to Lake's camp at first light and investigate this ourselves. Until then, keep watch over the wireless. If there are any further transmissions, I want to know immediately.
Lake became obsessed with strange discoveries from the dig. He flew southwest through the mountains, searching for something deeper.
Look, it was buried so deep. It's perfectly intact.
Professor, what in heaven's name is that thing?
I've never seen anything like it. Good God, that cannot be natural. The symmetry, the structure of it. No known branch of terrestrial biology could produce such a creature, and yet it appears almost perfectly preserved.
The symbols on those tablets matched the constellations exactly. He flew southwest through the mountains.
Look at the size of it! Nobody on Earth should have been able to build something like that out here!
We'll circle back around and get a better look.
Look, it's Professor Lake's plane.
Professor Lake's plane is deserted.
Then we shall search that structure at once. If Professor Lake and his party came down here, there may still be traces of them inside. Bring the others, and keep your eyes open. We have no notion what sort of place this is.